Welcome back to Askewed Reviews. And once again, my friends over at Pixel Scene Media have deemed me worthy enough to see an early access screening of a film. So the movie that I watched for them actually comes out at the end of this month. And that would be the 2025 film Bob Trevino Likes It, directed and written by Tracy Lehman. So definitely be prepared with this one. You're probably going to want some tissues because this one is very much going to pull on your heartstrings. So here's the concept for this one. We have our main character of Lily Trevino, who is a very nice, sweet young woman. Unfortunately, though, she allows pretty much everyone in her life to treat her like a doormat. Now, the worst offender of this is definitely her father, Bob Trevino. Her mother disappeared when she was very young, so it was just Bob raising her. And throughout her childhood and even into her adulthood, he was always very self centered. He belittled her and he never really truly showed her any love. Now, one day when Lily and Bob are hanging out, she apparently does something to ruin his chances at a date, and this causes him to fly off the handle and apparently sever the ties between the two of them. So Lily tries everything to repair that relationship. She calls him, she shows up at his home to try to talk to him, but he keeps ignoring her. So one night while she's on Facebook, she reaches out to try to see if perhaps he's on there. She finds a Bob Trevino with no picture and just assumes that maybe this is her father, so she sends a friend request. Now, this Bob Trevino is not actually her father, just some stranger and not even related to her. But he starts to show her kindness by liking her posts and even leaving comments about them. So a beautiful friendship begins to form between Lily and Bob. Both of them are broken people dealing with their own issues, but having each other does end up healing them a bit. Now, while there are definitely comedic moments in this, there are going to be some dramatic things that happen throughout this film, so I won't tell you more about that as I'll leave that up to you to see for yourself. I will say this at least. I found this to be a beautiful story that really does pull at your heartstrings and it gets very emotional at times. So if you like those types of films, I absolutely recommend checking this one out. I really did enjoy the performances of both Barbie Ferreira and John Leguizamo in this film. Additionally, French Stewart, who is the original Bob Trevino, does a great job as well because, God, I hated his character so much. So for me, on my scale, I'm going to give Bob Trevino Likes It a 4 out of 5. Once it comes out at the end of this month, definitely go and see it. This is one that I think you'll really enjoy and even talk about a lot afterwards. I do also feel, by the way, that this is a movie that can connect on a lot of levels. If you have ever been a person who just allowed others to walk over you, or if you were ever mistreated by family members, or if you just felt alone and you needed a connection to someone else, this is a movie that can really hit you in the heart in many multiple different ways. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Skewed Reviews. And if you happen to be connected to any movie companies that are handing out screeners for films, definitely feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to be able to watch your movie, do a review, and give you some extra publicity. And of course, I can't forget to thank Pixel Scene Media. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to see these screeners ahead of time. I very much enjoy it, and I look forward to the next one.